I have for you today a really cool bike, can be fast, 100 amp hour battery. This compact bike is just beyond fun. It has the biggest battery we have tested and owned since I started this channel. The lights are just a magnet for attention. It looks like a gaming computer on wheels. Super cool, especially for night riding. The battery, 8.2 kilowatts hour. This is just crazy. The capacity of the battery is just incredible. They integrated this battery so cleverly inside this bike frame, without compromising the structure of the frame and of the bike, and still keeping the bike balanced. It doesn't weigh a ton and looks so good. The integration is just so seamless and so easy to use it. You can get an inverter and power up your entire kitchen all evening, all night, charge your car and get 18 miles in range out of this battery. You can take this bike camping and charge all the electronics for a week. The size of the battery and the potential here is just insane. Being able to remove it and swap it, charge it on the go, is just so useful. I have put some miles on this little monster, and today we're going over the numbers and we'll see how much range you can get out of this pack. Before we do that, I have to go over a few things and do a follow-up and show you how this bike holds up so far.
Guys, just a quick update and to go over the drivetrain and everything else. So right now I actually went back to 4 lines. There's 3 lines and I covered 32 or 35 miles in range. I forgot. We'll look at the end. We're gonna do a dual, and I want to show you guys how it performs in a single mode, because in a single mode you'll get over 100 miles in range easily. And depends on terrain, temperature, your weight, you'll probably get 150 or more, 130. It depends. But what's cool here,
the bike comes with massive 14-inch tires, and I just learned this brand can and will, unfortunately next year, allow you to swap for 15 and 16-inch tires on these motors. This will be crazy cool, will improve everything on this monster performance and also will make it look even better. I think it will look like the Mad Max off-road beast or tank, whatever you want to call it. Just imagine no fenders and bombing trails on this bike. You'll be able to do this also on the front. It will look just sick. If you're 200 pounds or under, it'll be perfect for you. If you're 235 pounds like I am or over, you can see here I'm hitting right on the bottom on the fender bracket with the screws from the top. It's almost like 6 to 7 inches of travel. It's a big distance, but still touching here. Especially when going off-road, is just so much travel. When I push it hard, it is so much fun to ride it, but I'll need here, I think, the third shock or get higher load replacement shocks to reduce this softness, maybe reduce the travel a bit and have more control, or maybe keep the same travel and install door coils, pneumatic suspension to have adjustability, better control travel of the suspension, good rebound on the way up, and feels right and improves bike handling off-road. If you go really fast, really hard, it's hitting here, but it's not a big deal, you don't feel that. You can install some rubber blocks here and help with the impact, or maybe even work a little bit like a cushion and be better after. I mean, there's so many options. Now in the front, it's a different story. It actually hits pretty hard and it cracked the fender. Still, the fenders are really thick and this bracket holds both sides, the front and the back, so even if it goes through, they're not gonna fold, they're gonna still be there. I'm not worried about that. I can remove the back part and the water, gravel, all the splash will hit the frame, which is covered, and all the debris will fall down. So these are the only issues after putting so many miles and having this vehicle for over 3-4 weeks now.
everything else, even though suspension is soft, it still works. Everything else is just perfect. Like, this is the ultimate long-range e-bike. This thing is just crazy fun.
One more last thing to adjust are the mirrors. The way they're now, I cannot see anything in the back, so if I put them lower under the handlebars, I think I'll have better angle and there's gonna be more opening and I'll see perfectly in the back.
One more thing I forgot to mention, this speaker, you can connect your phone full Bluetooth and you can play music. A lot of people have those hanging mini speakers. In this case, you don't need that. You can connect your phone here and blast your music to this thing, and it's pretty loud.
Guys, it's 45 degrees. It is freezing cold. I'll try to do at least half the battery, maybe even full battery. We'll see how much I can, resist the cold. Now we'll try to keep it 25 to 35 miles an hour. I'm probably gonna do bursts of 45, 50. 56, 57 is the maximum speed on this bad boy. And let's see how much you can squeeze out. Fully charged. All right, start. And we're gonna go into third speed. And we're gonna go into sport. Dual motors. And let's do here, what is this? Yeah, sport. So let's see how much you squeeze out of this. Oh, yeah, it's torquey. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Suspension is actually soft and exactly how it should be. For street riding, this is perfect. Wow, it picks up actually really fast. Holy shit. It is so hard to ride this bike slowly. It accelerates to 40 miles an hour so fast and easy. It's just not fun riding slow at 25, 30, 35. It just wants to stay in 40 plus miles an hour range, and in the summertime, this is the perfect long range EV. The screen speed is not correct. It shows 7 miles per hour less than actually it is. And in the comments on the first video, one individual responded about the battery that it's made by CATL company. And last year at eMoto in Milan in Italy, I met this brand and this team in person and spoke with the developing team about their technology, about the batteries. They're part of CATL, and their batteries are extremely good and more advanced than a standard e-bike battery used by majority of the brands. If this pack is built by this brand, then you have a very safe, extremely good battery, and overall, it's a very well priced bike.
Because we need to consider the whole life cycle, not only just the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. The different stage, when we check the safety, we have a checklist. We do a lot of things like the nano size. So the only purpose is to make sure we want to know the details how each component behaves. So that's the first one, safety, and the second is the reliability. In our company, we think that the reliability is kind of a quality over time. Usually people buy a new thing, everything is good. But over time, for example, 1 year or 2 years later, they don't want too many troubles, right?
Problems, yeah.
So that's why we do a lot of tests, like the moisture, like the
water resistance.
Yeah, water resistance and the drop vibration. Yeah, that's kind of to simulate the real working profile.
Yeah.
So that is the second reliability. Also, internally we have a very large lab to do a lot of tests, mechanical, electrochemical, and EE, electrical, different kinds of tests to simulate the different scenarios. So that's the second one. And the third one, we also are pursuing the ultimate user experience. As I mentioned yesterday, user experience, usually people think it's good or not good just based on their feeling.
Yeah.
So we are wondering how to make them feel good. Usually they feel because from what they see, what they touch. Yeah. So
how they feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah. How they feel about it. Their feeling will give them the conclusion. So we are thinking, how does the customer or end user feel?
8.2 kilowatt hour, just think, for this bike with this capacity for $3,400 is just a steal deal. At 50 miles in range and still shows about 2 lines. The third line just goes a little bit, it like flashes, disappears if I go fast. Look at this guy. That's a non-robot. So once you stop, once you go under 25 miles an hour, you have 3 lines. Once you go past 30, it drops to 2, but 50 miles so far covered. This is actually pretty good. And it's comfortable. I wish I had a blanket to put over my feet and winter gloves. This is quite cold
Look, I'm going 30 miles an hour. Once I pass 30, it goes to 2. But if I keep it 27, 28, 26, I still stay at 3 lines. And this screen is not super accurate. Picks up acceleration is really good. Picks up speed nicely. Even with 1 line. Yeah, this battery just doesn't want to die. It goes back. And it's freezing outside. It's like 38, 39 degrees. Still has a lot of torque and power. Alright, so yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm like a couple miles away from home. So let's see now. So 36 miles and actually died. Let's see if I can power it on and do single. Come on, is it really dead? So guys, 76.4 miles, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get home now. Maybe in a couple minutes I'll wait and maybe we'll come back to life and I'll be able to power on. Let's see. Yeah, it's dead completely. I was expecting actually 80 plus miles, but still, considering how cold it is outside and I was going dual setup, 76 miles is actually not bad at all. This is like 2 days, like of at least, yeah, like look, 3 hours and a half of riding. That's more than enough to commute. And if you put single motor, you're gonna get like definitely over 100 miles easily. If you live in New York City or Washington DC and you do deliveries, this is the bike to get. This thing is just, yeah, and the lights, I turned them off with the lights. This thing is super rad. In the summertime, if you're my weight, you'll get 98 miles in range. If you're under 200 pounds, you'll get so much more range. In cold weather, 76 miles going fast is excellent result. All the links, as always, will be in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.